Hey everyone, we are going live and just chilling today. I know every Tuesday I kick this thing off. Let me make sure I'm unmuted in Discord as well. If you want to join me in Discord, you're welcome to. I also know that I'm part of the Hashgraph Online DAO, and we've got a hackathon that's kicking off, an AI hackathon. And so they're doing a space right now. It just happens to be during my weekly stream. So we might check in on them. This is a super chill session. I was just gonna play one of my favorite Minecraft builds here. Let me see if I can get the screen size right. There we go. That looks good. Maybe a little bit bigger. But anybody who wants to is welcome to jump into Discord and join me in the chat. If you look at the description of this, you will see that there is a Discord link in there as well. I'm going to repost this just so that everybody has it. And then you also have the Discord. Let me do a quick share here. Post this. We are live for some Minecraft and chill. Not sure if I should call it Minecraft and chill. Let's just call it chill Minecraft. I think Minecraft and chill might have a different connotation. And chat, we'll just call it that. And then join me in a Discord voice chat. So anybody can jump into Discord voice chat with me. So I'm going to post this so everybody joins up with us. Boom. There, we are live. Sick. And we can talk about anything anybody wants to talk about, right? I'm going to be playing some Minecraft. This is one of my favorite builds, at least the mod that I have going right now. This is one of my favorite mods. It's called ProjectE. It was originally called EE2 or Equivalence Exchange 2. I just created a fresh new world. This way we can kind of just like mess around and chat. So if anybody wants to join me in chat, you can. Make sure the game audio is on. We might have to turn it down a little bit, but we'll turn the desktop audio down a little bit. There we go. Back to game. Let's find some trees. Okay, we got trees all around us. Desert biome. Kind of like a forest. Is this jungle biome over here? Either way, we need to get to some trees to get some weapons and tools and stuff like that. So, all right, cool. Got some bees over there too. All right, so we're gonna get some honey as well. Yeah. So this week is super chill, but next week and the following week are gonna be pretty sick. So next week I'm gonna be having just like a one-on-one conversation with Dennis Dyack. He's the guy who created Eternal Darkness, and he's going to be joining. We're going to be talking about his new game that's going to be coming out probably next year or the following year. I don't know. I don't want to like assume any schedules. He's working on a cool game. It's called Dead House Sonata, and I've seen some of the early stages of it, and it is sick. You're like, I'm not even going to get into it. I'll let him talk about it next week. But there's some really cool things that he's doing and some stuff that does require like Web3 tech. So that's what's really exciting to me. And that's why we're kind of partnering up. And then the following week, we're going to be talking to Michael from Ascent Rivals. He's the CEO of Ascent Rivals, the whole Ikigai development R&D team, whatever. And so we're going to be chatting about all kinds of things, Ascent Rivals included. So he's going to be joining us next week. And super cool guy. Lots of great ideas. They've actually got a few games in the works, and but specifically Ascent Rivals is like that's the go-to focus right now, and it's pretty sick. I love Ascent Rivals. I played a little bit last week, just kind of showing it off. Oh, what am I doing? Stop it. We're just gonna convert it all. There we go. Oof, my brain. There we go. We'll do the cheat method. We didn't used to be able to do this back in the days where you had the whole recipe book. You just kind of had to figure things out. Yeah. So shouldn't I be able to make that. Okay, so it's just not showing up in the recipe book yet. I'm sure some things are going to unlock here. But if you want, jump in and join me in the game. Here, I'm actually turning the volume down on the game a bit. I know it's a little bit quieter for you guys on that end, but I'm going to turn our volume down too, just so it's not blowing up my eardrums. Yeah, dude, I love this game. I've been playing this game since the very beginning. Okay, that's not what I want. Let's go find some. I'm sure we got some down here somewhere. Oops, not what I meant to do. There's a beehive. We're just looking for some like cobblestone or something here. Come on, give me some cobblestone. It's got to be something over here. Oh, this is nice. We got some sheep over here, so we'll have some food. Very nice, because I'm going to burn through my hunger like crazy. All right, so it looks like I'm gonna have to go more than just a few feet. All good though. Yeah, so if you're just now joining me, I put the Discord link in there, so you can just jump into the Discord chat whenever you want. Here, let me go check to see. So we don't have anybody in Discord yet, but anybody who wants to can hop in. We can talk about anything. We can talk about Web3. We can talk about Minecraft. We can talk about Ascent Rivals. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. We can talk about AI. I've been doing some vibe coding this. Of course, I would miss it. Some vibe coding this last week. Lots of vibe coding. I'm probably going to do a whole stream one of these weeks. It's just choosing a random topic and just vibe coding that. Just to kind of like express the benefits and maybe some of the frustrations with vibe coding. And kind of discovering the boundaries. Okay, this is getting kind of crazy here. I got to tell you, I'm not finding any cobblestone on the surface. Sand, probably sand and gravel. All right, we might have to do a little bit of digging in the dirt to get to some cobblestone. I'm used to like just being next to something that has a lot of cobblestone, but that's all good. But we got so we got food for days here. This is sick. It's not always the case. Sometimes you gotta go hunting for it. So, all right, so let's go up to the side of this mountain here. See, is there a cave over here? Nope, that's just a sheep. We can go ahead and yeah, we can talk about whatever you guys want. So, you know, you can add comments or questions into the chat. I know that all of my friends over at Hedera right now are doing the AI hackathon stream right now. So if you are an AI developer, I know this is like counter to what every streamer ever does. I'm going to encourage you to go over to their stream and join their stream if you're an AI developer, or even if you're a developer who wants to incorporate AI. They're doing some really cool things. It's convey, right? The word is convey, but it's CONVAI is the product that's being built, and it has to do with using Hedera Hashgraph's consensus service as part of like what is it, an MCP protocol type thing, a discovery mechanism for AI. Maybe I don't have that completely right, but that roundtable that they're doing right now is probably a good one. So that's Hashgraph Online. It's the Hashgraph Online DAO. So if you just go find Hashgraph Online DAO, you can get involved with all of that. Super cool things going on with that. And I'm interested. They just happened to book it at the same time that I was doing my stream. So, and it's all good. No hate. We all got different schedules. It's practically impossible to get everybody on the same schedule. All right, actually, you know what? No, let's do some mining. Let's do some mining. I need to find some charcoal. I might have to make some coal. I might have to make some of my own charcoal. Actually, let's do that. Let's make some charcoal. Make some torches real quick. There we go. Make the furnace. Put the furnace right here. We're gonna burn some. I think we can burn that, right? Oh, you know what? We need a whole. There's a whole thing we have to do here, isn't there? Let's grab an axe. Let's get another tree because we got to get the wood from the tree to make charcoal. Then once we make charcoal, we can make torches, and then we can go get coal, and that will become more sustainable. So let's put this up here. I think yes. Okay, cool. We can burn our old wooden things to make this work. Dude, I haven't played Minecraft in so long, but I was just thinking like I want to do something that's kind of chill, but I also want to do something that I actually enjoy the mod. Ooh, I'm gonna run out there. Actually, you know what? There we go. That's what we do. We put one of these in there. Boom. So much more sustainable there, guys. So much more sustainable. There we go. Burn that one. Oh, don't burn it out yet. It's going a little bit faster. Does it go faster when you use charcoal and coal? That's pretty sick. It's going to burn itself out, though. It'll be all gone when we come back. But that's all good. We can make a few torches, and then we can do a little bit more mining. So yeah, I don't know if anybody has read my article. I put out an article. Let me know if my volume is okay too. If you're like in chat and you're in Discord and you think my volume is too high, let me know. I'll bring it down a little bit. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on in AI. I even just wrote an article just this last week talking about AI and gaming. And I'll kind of tell you the backstory of this. I was at GDC and talking to one of the deconstructor researchers, analysts, podcaster guys. And he said something that I heard a few times while I was at GDC, which was like, everybody's kind of looking for the next thing in gaming. I think people expected it maybe to be VR, AR. That kind of hasn't done the mainstream thing yet. If you can afford it, you're into it. But even then, I'm still coming back to PC and consoles, right? But they were like, okay, so what's the next big thing? Ooh, we got a little bit of iron there, so that's sick. We had this whole phase. If you go look back in time a little bit, it's like, okay, well, we had the phase of, we had desktop and console games back in the 90s. Then we had kind of handheld consoles in the early to late 90s. I mean, Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. I think sometimes we forget that like Nintendo's been doing handhelds for a while. Like some of their most successful consoles have been handhelds. But we kind of had the handheld movement, and then you kind of had like the high-end 3D graphics movement. That was like the next exciting thing that came out. And then you kind of got into like, once social became a thing, we had social games. And then mobile phones became more popular, and we started having mobile games. So there's always like a thing to look forward to, right? And it's exploded over the last few decades. And there's an argument right now that really since mobile became super hot, and different types of mobile too, right? Because you can have different types of games. But ever since that kind of happened, it's kind of been the same bubblegum development of games over and over again. It's like, if you think of Call of Duty, I love Call of Duty, and I will probably stream some Call of Duty here not too long from now. But it really is kind of the same game. I know the developers are going to hate me for saying this, and it's hard work to make each game. Don't get me wrong. They're using new technology. They're doing some cool new stuff in it. I mean, Battle Royale is relatively a new thing, a new model of gaming. But really, it's a lot of the same stuff for year after year. We kind of want something new and exciting. And this person I was talking to, this podcaster, was saying, I'm not really feeling what the next thing is. Like, is it just going to be more of what we've already got and maybe better of what we've got? Is VR and AR going to become like a real, consumer level? Maybe when we have AR glasses and that's like really powerful and actually useful. I think some of the challenge is that we've got such high fidelity now that if you're in AR or VR, people are going to expect kind of that experience. So how am I not finding? You usually find charcoal everywhere. I got iron, so we're just going to go until this thing dies. But that being said, they're just like, we're not really seeing what the next exciting thing is. And I heard this from multiple people at GDC. Like, it wasn't just the deconstructor guys. It was other game developers and other analysts and investors and stuff like that. Everybody's going, what's the next big thing in gaming? And then I met up with a team. I'm not going to say who their name is just yet, just in case. Oh yeah, we don't have any charcoal, so this is great. All right, let's make some more. Oh, we don't have any coal. Let's make some more charcoal. Guess we're going to do this till I go find some coal. But they were basically, I met up with a team that is building something pretty darn cool. And it's basically a prompt, an AI prompt, and they are prompting the game. So you can think of it kind of like, I call it prompt and play. The idea that as a player, I can go and say something like, I want to play a dungeon crawler RPG, right? And I want the monsters to be skeletons and zombies, right? And you can do that, and then you can play your game, and you just prompt it, it writes all the code, builds the code, and launches the game. Now, to make that work, that takes a lot of training on the AI side because there's so much variability in games. You have to be really careful. First of all, getting it to build, if you've done any vibe coding, getting software to build as a result of prompting AI is a remarkable feat in itself, right? It's incredible that they've been able to do even that much. So, but I think that's going to be the next generation. I think we're just going to have some people who are going to build some really cool prompt and play interfaces. And then that's going to be the next generation of games. It's just every teenager out there building their own game. Now, why that's exciting for me is that in my discussion with these projects, because there's at least 2 projects I know of that are doing something similar. One that's really going to be consumer facing, and then a few other that are kind of like developer facing. They help developers build games faster. Got skeleton. Boom, get him with the axe. There we go. Oof. I got to be careful here. I don't even have any food yet. Oh my goodness. I have prepared poorly here. There we go. Because we want to put half of this in here. We want to smelt this stuff. The reason why that's exciting to me at Tashi is one of the things, even the people that are solving that AI prompt and play model, they still haven't solved the multiplayer model. And so that's the part that's exciting to me is imagine Tashi being like the default multiplayer engine for these prompt and play games. Nobody has to pay for server costs. You're not going and getting API keys. It's just you do the prompt. You say you want to do multiplayer. Your friends go to a URL, download the client, or play it in the browser, and you're just playing together using Tashi as the backend. Like that's exactly where I'm excited to go with what Tashi is, because if you think about it, there isn't really a multiplayer option that is that seamless. Quite literally, if your machines can see each other, say you want to make a LAN game, if your machines can see each other, you can play Tashi using our SDK, using the Player Mesh SDK without any services. You don't have to pay for any services. Now, that being said, we're going to figure out a way to coordinate the depend services to support sessions where the players can't see each other. So we're going to use the depend as the relay, which is great, works perfect for our use cases. And it's relatively cheap, so I don't think that's going to be a big deal. I think that'll be perfectly fine to make that work. The question is who's going to pay for that? How are we going to make that sustainable? But you know, the people who are doing the prompting are already paying for the prompting, and so maybe we'll bake that into the inference cost. It'll be minimal compared to the inference cost, which is pretty nice. But it's a near zero cost to have a multiplayer game now. So that's kind of where we're at right now. That's where the discussion is. You know, we're just going to do that. We are going to go find some coal. This is ridiculous. You know, and before I do that, let me also not be silly. Let's make a bunch of stairs too, just so we make it easy to get up and down. Boom. Okay, a ton of stairs. So, yeah, so there's a lot of cool things happening with not just Tashi, but just gaming in general. So I'm excited about that. I honestly think that prompt and play is the next generation of exciting things happening in gaming. I mean, can you imagine just like 100 million 14-year-olds around the world making games and sharing it with each other? I think that the problem at that point is going to be curating, right? It's going to be how do we get these things in front of players? How do we get these new creations that kids are coming up with? How do we curate that? How do we identify the highest and most exciting thing? I wrote an article about this all, by the way, so you can read it. It's on our Medium post. So if you look at my Twitter, I should have a post in the last few days that addresses that exactly. But I think we're going to be seeing like a TikTok style interface. There we go. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Keep this easy. We're going to see like a TikTok style interface where people are just going to like scroll and watch other people playing this game. And then they're going to see the game that they like. And they're going to be like, oh, I like that game. Here, let me download that game. and then they just start playing it. Like, I think that's where we're going to go with this. Is it's going to be, we're going to incorporate social with like game discovery, and then the game creation is happening by the creators. So you're going to end up with some people who are just, do I have a shovel? I don't have a shovel. Oh, I burnt it. That's right. Oof. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to have certain people who like, they just specialize in being creators, right? That's their thing, is they're going to create games, and they're going to have a bunch of other people who are going to want to play everybody's game. So you can imagine some of your most favorite creators now are like actually building these prompt and play games, sharing it. And then we can have all kinds of parameters around it. Like, how many players can I have in a session? How far apart can people be when they're playing the game? So there's all kinds of things you can add to that. But I can imagine a scenario where, I'm watching somebody play and it shows that they have an opening in their lobby, and I can hop right into their game and just be like, oh, wow, I'm watching this person play this game, and now I'm playing with them. And that person just built the game 10 minutes ago for like $1. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I see coming next. So now, what does this mean for AAA, AA, III studios? What does it mean for traditional game developers? Does it mean that they're going to go away? Ooh, guys, we found some coal. Heck yeah. Does this mean that they're going to go away? I don't think so. I think they're still going to be sticking around. I think what's going to happen is you're going to get a lot of kind of this prompt and play games, and you're going to discover new game styles, maybe discover new mechanics. But some of those mechanics, we're going to be able to see what the most popular mechanics. So if anything, it's going to de-risk it for a lot of the big studios. They can go and see like what is popular right now amongst players, and whatever's popular, we can build a AAA version of that. Instead of taking that risk of just being like, I don't know what people really want, because that is kind of the risk, right? You can't hold Blizzard, Activision. Well, you can always talk trash about them, but we got to be careful about that. Like, they're still making our favorite games. Like, they're still making the Call of Duties of the world. They're still making the World of Warcrafts. Now, granted, they're making different versions of it, maybe watered down versions of it. Speaking of water, we're going to close that up for now, because I want to like start going into some of the things in this pack that are not normal. This is me just strip mining right now just to get a few materials. We got really lucky with our placement with regard to like food and wood and all that stuff, but yeah, it took a little while to get some iron and some coal. But I see this as being a great thing for AAA studios, because right now that's the challenge, is like they know what people will pay for, right? Hence having World of Warcraft and Call of Duty, all of these variations that are all just like kind of the same game over and over again. But when they do drift off and try new things, there's always a risk that they're just going to get it wrong. Cool. We got the charcoal. Let's do this one. Yeah. Then we should be able to get the next one. What is the next one? I think it's covalent dust is super good. This is, oh, there we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. Divining rod. Boom. Okay. This is one of my favorite things. Now, there's an upgraded version of this. You can get a different kind of covalent dust. And I'm trying to remember. I think it takes redstone, maybe? Turn this off. Okay, there's the low covalence. This one takes medium covalence, but it's not telling me how to make medium covalence. Ooh, I don't remember. Maybe it is redstone. Maybe. Well, let's go down. I'll show you how this thing works. So this is a 3x3x3. So if I go like this, boing, it's going to tell me that the average EMC for 36 blocks, which is 3x3x3, I think, is 22. And so I tend to do this. We just like go down and just like, okay, let's see if there's 15, 1, 2, 57. Point down. I don't remember what 18 is. 18, it's an average. I think when we get to the higher covalence levels, though, it actually gives you more details. Because 8,192 is diamond. So if you find a max covalent or EMC value, of 8,192. That means that you've found diamond. But I'm trying to remember how to get the next level of covalence, because you get the next level of covalence dust and it upgrades your divining rod. So right now I've got a low divining rod. See, there's water down here, but I want to make sure I don't just fall right in. We'll come back to it. Oh, hello. I've been walking over it. I'll take all of this. So this is why it's one of my favorite, because once you figure out this EMC thing, like watch, if I go over any item here, you see 1 EMC per cobblestone, 16 for diorite, 128 for coal. Iron blocks aren't worth anything, but when you turn into iron ore, it is. So everything has a different EMC value, and it's called equivalency because later on in the game, there are things you can build that let you exchange one equivalency for another, one EMC for another. So you can be like, oh, an iron pickaxe is 369 EMC. It's probably more. I think it's like, that should be half. That's half. So it's like, 800 or 600 or whatever EMC. So I should be able to like swap out the sum of other materials, like a few coal, to build an iron pickaxe. So I don't have to actually go find iron anymore at that point, because like I've already found it, right? So we got to work to that. Now coal is a great one because it has a good amount of EMC. We'll do this too so that we can get out of here. Plus we get some experience, and I love experience for enchanting. Oh, hello. Okay. Let's take a look in here. Now we're cooking with gas. All right, let's get in here. Let's see. I think redstone might be what I want to look for. Ooh, got some gold there. I'll take some gold. Boom. It is hard to like mine and swim at the same time. Get out of there. There we go. So that'll open up a few recipes for me as well. But can you imagine from an AI perspective, like you're playing Minecraft and you're just like, cool, I want equivalency exchange with, was it IC, Industrial Craft? IC2 or something. So you get like all these cool pipes and storage and processing units now. You can build quarries. And you're just like, yeah, I want to have those. And then AI just generates that mod. I know there's another game, Hightail, I think is what it's called, which is kind of like a Minecraft-esque game. And in Hightail, it's highly modular. Like you can customize it like crazy. And I don't know exactly how that works in their system, what kind of scripting languages or texture and resource pack modules they're using. But I could definitely see something like Hightail, which is, built from the ground up to be modded, both in like resources, but also in like logic. I could see something like Hightail being like a super compatible target for like AI for that prompt and play. So that's what I'm excited for, is like when we get games that are built to incorporate AI. Okay, are we getting anything down here? No. Okay, we're gonna do. It's not gonna matter. Yeah, that's gonna be sick. Okay, we got some new stuffs here. There we go. Let's get all the redstone we can before my pickaxe dies. And then we were going to... Okay, that looks good. I think we got everything we need here. So let's go ahead and we're going to head back because my pickaxe is almost dead. I'm going to make another pickaxe. But we're also going to... is this... Nope, it's up here, right? Did we come up here? We did come over. Did we come from over here? Oh, man. There it is. Whew. Let's see, like I'm lost already. There we go. That's the way back. Yeah, don't do that. In Minecraft, it's super easy to get lost. But yeah, games like Hightail, where highly modular, very customizable. Imagine that with prompt and play, right? Where it's very easy to prompt an entire new game. Now, maybe the graphics are consistent with whatever. There we go. That's low. That's medium. There we go. Let's get some medium. Let's convert this sucker. Then do we have high yet? I don't think we have high covalence yet. No, but what you'll see is medium does, I'll show you here in just a second, but let's make another. Okay, we need a shtick. Let's do this. There we go. Let's get another iron pickaxe for now. All right, and then let's make, can we do a barrel yet? We can do a chest. What does it take to make a barrel? You know, I think it is. Grab some of these, and now I think we can make a barrel, right? There it is. Dude, I love barrels. I'll take a barrel over chest any day. You know, I should probably stop being stupid and probably go get some food. What do you think? Let's drop off some of these things here. We'll get some food. I don't actually need those anymore. Drop that off. We'll smelt that. Some flint. We'll come back to that because we're definitely going to need some flint for the nether realm. Okay, I think that should all be good for now. We'll go ahead and put that right there. Till we get a bow, we'll leave the arrow there. We got to smelt some things. All right, so let's do a quick smelt. And let's actually make a sword because it would be nice to have a sword. Let's go get some food. Sounds like a good plan. I'm going way too long without food. There were animals everywhere earlier. Oh, there's some sheep. This will be good too, because with sheep, we'll also get some stuff to make a bed. Come here, sheepy, sheepy. This is PETA approved. No animals were actually harmed in the making of this video game. Ooh, some cows. We gotta get some steak. These guys are gonna respawn, don't worry. Oh. Running away. There we go. Let's go get the other guy here. Get some munchy crunchies. Yeah, this game is like casual enough where you don't have to like pay super hard attention, but you have to like manage resources. Got some piggies out. Oh wow, we got a lot of pigs. All right, all right. Boom, boom. And in this mod pack, there is like a really powerful sword that you can get that does like double the damage of a diamond sword, even with enchantment. So I think a diamond sword with enchantments can do up to, with sharpness, can do, I want to say it's 9 damage. And this one sword you can get does like 14 damage. So yeah, pretty amazing. Oh, look, there's a whole spot right here. Here, let's get some more iron too. Just because we can. Oh, seriously? Where's that dude? Alrighty, the sun's gone down. Now I gotta fight baddies. Let's collect as much iron as we can so we can make a little bit of armor. That way we're not as vulnerable, because armor makes all the difference, especially when you get enchanted armor. Diamond enchanted armor is the best. Oh, dude. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm over this way. Let me use... Oh boy, that could be problematic. I don't remember where I was. I think it's over here. Yeah, that looks like, there it is. Oh, I might want to put some torches out here, huh? That might be wise. Let's get the food cooking. Let's throw some torches up. Shall we? Let's get that cooking. Oh my goodness, so many noob mistakes. Oh boy, what's the name? There's a it is a special sword in ProjectE. The strongest sword you can get, I think, is just it's just a diamond sword with a sharpness enchantment, which gives you +2 if I remember correctly. And so you end up with like 9 points of damage. So like right now, if I look at the sword, I got 6 damage with my iron sword. I think you can get up to 9 points of damage with a diamond sword, or maybe diamond sword is 9 and then you get another 2 for the sharpness. But either way, like it's somewhere around 9 to 11 damage is the strongest sword. I haven't played in such a long time, so I'm kind of trying to remember everything. But there is another sword that you can actually power up using this equivalency EMC, whatever that is, whatever the measurement, equivalency measurement currency or something like that, whatever the EMC stands for. Maybe somebody knows what that stands for, but it can take that and convert it into like energy for the sword and make the sword more powerful. All right, so we got some food. Let's get some food in the belly. And then I want to show you a little bit of what we can do with this. Oh, that ran out. Cool. Throw some coal in there. I'm good with that. Did we have any more iron in here? Nope. Okay, so we have 9 iron we'll have after the food is done cooking. We'll come back to the gold later. So, all right, so we can build some armor with this. I think 9 will get us, 8 gets us the chest piece. And then we can probably with 3, I think, no, I don't think we can get anything with 3. Okay, so we might need to go down and get more. But I want to show you here, if I hit G, yes. So now it's 16 by 3 by 3, right? So I went from 3 by 3 to 16 by 3 by 3. I think once we get a diamond, we can create the next level. But there, okay. So max shows 16 for 2 blocks. I'm sorry, 153 blocks. So we do this, 256, 256. I don't remember, 256 might be coal. Max EMC. There we go. So oh, where is it? Where is it at? Come on, come to me. 2048. We just saw it. If we can find it again. Where did we see that, guys? Was it high? Might have just been there. Okay. There's the block right here. No? This block? This. It's that block. Okay, so it's somewhere in here. So the reason I want to show you this is because this is how you can like really hone in and get like a ton of diamonds. Okay, so we're gonna double check. Yep, 2048. So 2048 is not diamond. I don't know what 2048 is. Oh, gold. Yeah, there you go. So what it does is it creates like you can think of it as like a 3 by 3 square in front of you, and then it goes through 16 blocks. So within 16 blocks in a 3 by 3 square somewhere, there's something that has 2048 max EMC, which 2048 is gold. And then 8192 is diamond. So we'll go down to the bottom. We'll do a little bit of that with this. Actually, let's go see how the smelter is doing, how the furnace is doing. Well, actually, while we're doing it, let's not waste time. Let's do this while we're going up. Anything else useful? I suspect there's not going to be anything useful this high up. So we'll get the last of our food. We'll throw the iron in there. There we go. We've already got another pickaxe, so we're good there. So we'll have a chest piece. Let's see if we can pick up a little bit more iron and maybe some diamond or redstone or something down here. So now, okay, so now let's start doing this. This will tell us. Boop, boop. Oh yeah, here's. So 128 is going to be coal. Cool. All right, so let's get up in here. We could probably just go down. And then what we'll do is let's throw some stone stuff down here. Ooh, okay, let's not flow into the lava, shall we? Let's get over here. Boom, boom, boom. Still gonna push me in the lava, aren't you? Okay, we're gonna put some stuff here to like try to keep me from getting into the lava. Ooh, what's catching fire over there? Something's catching fire. Okay, so now if we take this and we go like that, so there's more gold this way. So let's go ahead and go this way. Boom. We got another one. We're good. We got 4 torches left, so this should be fine. So we know that there's some gold over here somewhere. It says within 16 blocks. There it is. And then what you do is after you kind of get your stuff. So gold, like in this game, for the most part, I think gold is great for stacking up EMC. Oop, there's our diamond. To convert to other things. So 8192. Can you tell why I like this mod? I feel like it takes you still have to work for it, right? It's not just like, oh, we're just going to give you free diamond and stuff. Although, oh, there it is. Ooh, I was going to say, I think we've gone 16 so far, but I guess it was right at the edge of 16. So there we go. Now we got some diamond, which now we get to create the high covalence. And with the high covalence, it's got to be back at the other place. Yeah, with the high covalence, you can, where are we at? Where are we at? Okay, we're over this way. Yeah, that's right. You can go, I think it's 32 blocks, but either way, I mean, this works. Oh, we're down here, right? I gotta keep remembering where I'm at. So, and we gotta go the other way. Boom. Yeah, we got a low viewer count right now. I'm not too concerned about it. This was a day to talk about some cool stuff that's happening in the space. Super chill. But like I said, next week is going to be wild. Next week we are going to have we got high. There we go. We're gonna have Dennis Dyack with us, and then in 2 weeks we got Michael, the CEO of Ascent Rivals, joining us. So the next 2 weeks are already packed out. This Thursday I'm going to be on with Chris Cross on his Brain Games, I think is what it's called, podcast. We're going to be talking about some stuff. So lots of crazy stuff happening this week. Super excited. Oh, baddies. Hey, dude, chill. I haven't been able to make my armor yet. Let me make my armor real quick. Do that. Do we have any other armor? Nope. Throw that on. Okay, now I'm slightly protected. Slightly protected. Okay, we're making the gold, which is all good. Ooh, what did we? Oh, gold armor and stuff. Got it. Okay, so now let's make. Nope. We need more wood. Did I put all the wood in here? I did. Not sure why I did that. Let's go ahead and grab some more wood here. We'll make a diamond pickaxe because you got to have one. And then we're going to save the rest of the diamonds. We're going to go get some more diamonds. We're going to make some diamond armor and then eventually enchant it. But I think what I really want to show, you know what? Let's get the gold out of here because we got plenty of meat to cook. Have anything else here to drop in? Got that there. I'm gonna keep this on us. Keep the iron on us. Drop the gold in. Strings for later. Cool. I think we're set up. We're set up nicely. Get some more food. Okay, so if we look at all the things we can get now, we're gonna start getting into the into ProjectE stuff. Smithing table. That's nice. There's something in here that's going to trigger that, though. Oh, let's get some lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli. There's a few things that we want to get because we're going to get an alchemist chest here pretty soon. You know what we do need is we need more torches. Let's start with that real quick. There we go. Let's get some more sticks. Get some more torches. Yeah, that's good enough for now. We probably want more torches. But yeah, once we get the alchemist chests, there's a few things. We can get the converter. So that's going to come up here pretty soon. So let's go down here. Let's go get some more materials. Let's get some lapis lazuli. Okay, so this one right now, you see it's in 16 by 30, 3 by 3, 64 by 3 by 3. That's crazy. So now when we tap the walls, we're going to see for 64. And this is where I start doing some of my strip mining, right? You kind of go in and you go, okay, I'm going to strip mine this direction. And then once you've strip mined a particular direction, you can turn around and go, okay, now I'm going to strip mine off of that. So right now, if I do this, yeah, see, there's more diamond out there. Let's go over here and see. Yeah, plenty more diamond out this way. Okay, 8192. Get more of the redstone. See, at one point, it's less about mining it and more about finding new things and converting it. And then once you convert it, once you've used it in the EMC system, it's now memorized. So now we got some lapis lazuli that we can use for enchantments, but it also can be used. I think it opens up some other things for us. But let's continue, because if I, yep, see, diamond's still out there, 8192. This is the strip mining part, right, where you just kind of just go until you find the diamond. And there have been a couple times where like somehow I missed the diamond and I don't know what's going on. But for the most part, I would say like 99 out of 100 times, if it says 8192 in there, then you find the diamond. And this is crazy because the old Tekkit mod had EE2 and IC2 and a few other mods in there that were super fun to play together. You could build like quarries and mix there were like converters, so you can use both the IC and the EE stuff together. Oh man, Telegram is blowing up right now. It's not you, it's me, guys. It's not you. There's the diamond. Took long enough. Okay, so this is what I mean by strip mining. Is we go through and we get all of these, right? There we go. And now we go this direction. 2048, so that's the gold. 2048, that's the gold. 2048. Okay. So at the end there, and so now we go the other side. Max EMC. Ooh, there we go. Boom. Okay. So now we just cut through this direction. We're going to get as many diamonds as we can, because now we can make armor out of diamonds and we can enchant that. And now we're golden. Or diamond. E. Yeah, so we get all up in here. Boom. There will be diamond over here. And you can check every once in a while. Be like, are we still on track? Yep, we are still on track. Ooh, some more iron. Why not? While we're here. I know it's not as important right now because we're going to be going all diamond here in just a second, but I think it's always good to have a chunk of iron just in case. Just in case. Yeah, the Hashgraph Online guys are going crazy right now because they just did their first space, or I think they're in the end of their first space with regard to their convey hackathon, which is exciting. Using Hashgraph consensus service to coordinate AI resources. I dig it. I dig it. I'm excited to see how that all plays out. I mean, I've been playing with AI a lot over the last few months. This last weekend, I spent a stupid amount of time just working on vibe coding. So I do expect that I'll be doing some vibe coding stuff. Yeah, I don't even need to do this. I always like to look around, but I don't know why. Doesn't matter. We know that there's diamonds straight ahead still, right? Yeah. So we'll just keep going straight ahead. I may have to turn that off because let's kill Telegram real quick. And where's so that should be it. Might still get some pings from some other things. Yeah, I thought so. But there's our diamond right there. Alrighty. Well, okay. Whew, I was gonna say 1 diamond. Come on, guys. So what it looks like happened was that the iron injected itself into a diamond bundle cluster vein. Okay, let's see. Do we have any more? Wait, we still got more diamond ahead? All right, let's do it. More diamond. Here we go. Ooh, look how fast this diamond pickaxe chops through all of this. I probably should make a shovel haven't done that yet. Okay, how far can we go? This could be quite a while. I mean, it checks 64 blocks out, right? How are we doing on diamonds? We got 10 diamonds. Woo. All right. Let's get like 20 diamonds, and then we can make some armor and make the weapons, and we can just have like a full diamond setup. And we got some lappies now, so we should be able to do some enchanting and some other things. I think the alchemist's chest and stuff like that. Okay, how are we doing? More diamonds. Oh my goodness. I'm spoiled. Let's do it. There it is. Did we find another? We did. We found another vein. Sick. And okay, that was the end of it. So now we got some gold up ahead. So now we're going to turn to the side and kind of just, oop, more diamond this way. Oh, is that the dungeon sound? Is that what that is? All right. Yeah, like I said, I know this week is just like a chill week. Just playing some Minecraft, talking about stuff as we go. But next week, it's serious, guys. We're putting on the suit and tie. Okay, maybe not the suit and tie, but we're going to get professional. We're going to have Dennis Dyack on, the guy who made Eternal Darkness. It's, by the way, if you don't know what Eternal Darkness is, go check it out. It's the game that makes you feel like you're going crazy while you're playing the game. Like it really, it was like a mind bender and a little creepy at times too. I think it kind of does fall into like that horror genre maybe. I know Dennis is big into that kind of stuff. But ooh, okay, we got all the diamonds I said I wanted, but I'm kind of a little bit of a diamond junkie here. So let's see if I find anything, any other more diamond. Okay, none there. So we're gonna go the other way. If we, oh, there, okay, I guess we got to keep going, guys. Guess we got to keep looking for, you gotta go find the other diamond now. Let's go find the other diamonds. This, honestly, I get it. This is probably not the most exciting thing for most people to watch. But if you want to talk about anything else, just ask questions. I'm happy to answer. You know, outside of Minecraft, inside of Minecraft, I don't really care. Actually, just out of curiosity. Because I know we had some Twitch folks commenting, but I don't think we had any. Let's see if we had any comments. I don't think I had it open. Yeah, no comments in Twitter, in X. That's all good. It's all good. There's so many things going on today. Like I said, the Hashgraph Online guys are doing their thing. So, you know, it just happens to be during the same time that I tell everybody that I'm going to be doing my stuff. So, which is all good. All good. Lots of fun. Oops. I know this feels a little bit like cheating. I get it. But it takes a lot of like just the menial work out of it. You at least, you're still doing menial work. You're still working for it, but you at least have like some direction. You like know, okay, if I go this direction, I'm going to find some diamond. And it's coming, guys. It's coming. Confirming. Yep, it's still coming. So is there anything else to talk about? We've talked a lot about AI. We talked about vibe coding. I'm probably going to do a whole stream about vibe coding. I just got to get everything set up on this computer. I've been vibe coding on my laptop for the last couple of weeks, just for funsies to see what all the fuss was about. And I would say, like, I think it's great for doing dumb little things you don't want to do, like refactoring. I know there are tools out there that help with refactoring, but just like being like, okay, I'm changing the name of my software. Anywhere that it references this name, go and change it for me. It works fine for that kind of stuff. Even if you're just like, you know, write some requirements for me. Here's what I want to build. Write some requirements. That's how I'm probably going to start my stream, my vibe coding stream. And quite frankly, we'll probably do that in 3 weeks. Because it's fun. It's fun to vibe code. It can also be a little frustrating when you get to the point where you're just like, okay, now AI doesn't know the answer to these things. And in some cases, we're like, I know better than AI the answer to some things. which you should, as a developer, you should. But an example of that is I was building a Nuxt.js, Nuxt meaning the framework that's built on Vue.js. I was building a Nuxt application, and I was trying to get just Tailwind to work. And Nuxt has like a whole UI module built right into it, and it should work just fine. But it kept trying to get me to install Post CSS, and I'm just starting thinking like, okay, yeah, Post CSS will allow you to load and run Tailwind, but we've already got Vite installed. I mean, Nuxt.js installs with Vite. So why in the world would I go to another module to load Tailwind if we already have the necessary module baked into the library that we have in front of us? But AI kept insisting that we needed to use Post CSS, and so it was things like that where I was like, okay, come on, you still have to know your craft. And I heard somebody describe it. It's kind of like driving a car, right? So if you have a self-driving car and it's driving you everywhere, and then a month or two later, you've got to take control of the steering wheel. Are you going to now kind of not be as reactive, not be as, like when I drive, it's all very instinctive, right? I'm not actively thinking about every little wheel turn and every little blinker that I'm activating, turn signal that I'm activating. I'm not thinking about all those things actively, but I do them because I've built habits around that, and it's easy. But after a while, if you aren't driving for a while, those things aren't habits anymore. You got to like relearn them. It's kind of like when I'm in Europe and I'm on the wrong side of the road, driving a car, the wrong side. When I'm on the right side of the car, on the left side of the road, it takes me about a day. It takes me about a day, yeah, about a day, to get the hang of it. But once I get the hang of it, it's easy. Like it's just second nature. And every once in a while, I have to remind myself, like, oh yeah, I can turn on the left turn, versus like in the U.S. you always have lights on a left turn when you have a two-way street. But it's just like that. Like if you're not, you know what? I probably should get some sleep too for this character. We're almost done. I just wanted to get this last little bit of diamond here. Boom. Just saw it there. It's just, that's my habit, right? But when you're coding and you're actively having to look things up and figure things out, you really get to know your frameworks and your libraries, and even just code fundamentals for that particular language. And when you rely on AI to do all the coding for you, you stop recognizing, or you stop being able to figure things out yourself. And so it takes a little bit of time to get back in the habit of it and figure it out. But I found myself vibe coding that I spent. It took care of some great things for me, like requirements writing, amazing. Setting up the frameworks and the library. So when I wanted to add testing, it was pretty straightforward. Now Nuxt will set up testing for you, so that's nice. But like if I start up the project and then later on I'm like, okay, now I want to add testing. Um, it did all that for me. If I wanted to restructure the files or anything like that, and I needed to update documents or requirements to meet the new file structure, I just tell AI, hey, rewrite the requirements or rewrite the README to reflect the current directory structure. And it can kind of interpret things. And it does a really good job of that kind of stuff. Kind of those things that don't require a lot of specialized knowledge. Yeah, I think this is the right way. Yep, there it is. There it is. And so for that, I do really enjoy vibe coding. I think that probably improves my productivity by maybe 10 to 20%. Just because there are little things it can do for me. Autocomplete is great, especially if it's auto-completing based off of the context of the existing code. So it knows what my preferences are and what my requirements are. Oh, what do we got up here? Oh, yeah, Enderman. Not worried about him. There we go. Oops. Get the experience. Oh, okay. You know what? Maybe we need to go like build a little house or something down here. So let's go ahead and nope, we don't want to break that one. Grab the diamond. Not that. Let's grab this one. Let's grab this one. And then we'll come down here. And you know what? Just for the time being, there we go. Just make it hard for them to get in. Bust through the walls here. Oops. Create a little workspace. That's it. We don't need a lot. We don't need a lot. We do need a little space to make a bed. So we'll make a little bed space right there. There we go. Yeah, I get it. I don't have room for anything. So let's do this. Boom, boom. Let's come into here. So we should have a few more items we can pull from now that we have the lapis lazuli. No? Oh, what am I missing? I'm missing something. I wanted to end this stream. I wanted to end this stream with the converter, but I don't remember what I need for the converter. So that being said, why don't we go ahead and what does it take to make a bed? Let's do that first. Make a bed, get some sleep so he doesn't start to get like sleep deprived. Oh, seriously? You're not gonna... Do I not? Oh, I might not have enough. Oh, if I do have anything, it's up in the barrel. I was gonna say I might not have enough wool, but there's not gonna be any sheep around. So if I only have one piece of wool, huh? Thought I had some wool. Maybe not. All right, cool. Let's make some diamond stuff, shall we? I thought I had some wool up here, but maybe I was mistaken. We'll need to go get some. You know, maybe we make some shears. Why don't we do that? Make some shears. Go get some wool. Make a bed, and we'll call that a night. Okay. All right. So what do we need for shears? We got what we need for shears. Good. So that's perfect. I think we have enough to make a full set of diamond armor. Let's do it. Oof, so expensive. But you got to do it. Boom, look at that. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh, look at that. Oh man, I am protected. Look at all those little armor things there. We are good to go. All right, let's make a bed and we will call it for this stream. Yes, the sun's coming back up. We got full diamond armor. We go fight some dudes if we need to. But let's go find some sheep and shear them. This time we don't have to kill them. I guess the sun isn't up high enough, so we're going to still have some monsters out. Yeah, let's do a little monster hunting. I don't have the best sword yet. I can go get a diamond sword. Somebody down here. Come on, dude. I just want your experience. There we go. All right, cool. So it is now daytime. We go find some sheep. Got pigs. Love the pigs. Got some horses, caballos. Some cows. Oh, there we go. Just hanging out in the shade, are you? Whoop, whoop. What damage? Okay, he did a little bit damage. Oh, look, there's a big old cave system right there. I didn't have to do that much digging. So that happens. You like run around looking for... Oh yeah, and spiders. Let's get rid of the spider. Yeah, I'm missing something to move into the full like conversion technology, because I wanted to show how you can like convert one material into another. It makes it so much easier. You know what? I might have to pull up my good friend Google. Okay, we got shears. There we go. Get a couple more of those. We don't need much meat right now. We got a lot. There we go. Look at those, the sheared sheep just chilling out here. Hopefully they're staying warm. And you know what? While we're out here, let's, why not? Why not? Let's get some of this. We're going to cut up high. Because I'm going to guess that the materials that I'm missing were originally, oh, should probably eat. I probably found them in a chest or something like that. I bet you anything that whatever I need to move on to that next level of like converting is probably something that that I found in a chest or discovered somewhere else that I didn't have to like actually farm. There we go. Anything you want to drop in? Sure, we don't need that right now. Yeah, diamonds. You know what? Feel like maybe we do just make diamond weapons and stuff. All right, let's see what else we got. What can we make here? I think we can make some paper, right? Yes. Okay, we do paper. It's probably going to be like you need leather for a book. Ooh, let's make a bed because that's what I just said I needed. There we go. Set our spawn point. Good, good, good. That's a great step in the right direction. Can we make books? Because once we make books, we can make bookcases. Okay, let's make a book. Cartography table, that's nice. You know, let's make another barrel. Yeah, I know we have to make the planks. So you can have the barrel down here and we can move stuff down. Cool, cool. We'll put this in there. Oh, we do have the leather. Oh, so we should be able to make, if we got, well, we've only got one page, I think, right? One piece of paper, or one book. Oh, we did make the book. Okay, so we're good there. We're good there. So what do we need? Bookshelf. Can't imagine that that's what we need for the converter. Okay, I'm gonna cheat here. We're gonna say ProjectE Minecraft converter. See if I can find some docs on ProjectE. I might have to go back to EE. Actually, let's do that. Why don't I go back to, instead of that, we'll go to EE. TechIt Classic, because I'm going to bet the mechanisms are still the same. I'm going to bet the recipes are the same. Okay, so energy, is it condenser maybe? Or a transmutation table? It is a transmutation table. Oh, Philosopher's Stone. That's what I need. That's what's going to open everything up. Okie dokie. This makes a lot more sense. All right, all right. So we actually need some glowstone or glowstone dust. Okay, so this gets way more exciting. Here, let's go ahead and drop everything we don't need. Leave that there. Don't need that. Just in case everything goes sideways, we're going to leave all the good expensive stuff in here. Actually, we're going to smelt that. Smelt it. We are going to need the flint. Food. Drop the charcoal in there. Leave the coal in there in case we need to make. Actually, while we're here, we might as well make. Let's make some more of these. And we got foods, good. Iron, let's go ahead and smelt the iron. Oops. There we go. All right, so that's off to the races. I think we got everything else is good. Diamonds are there. We got plenty of diamonds. Wow, I'm a little bit ahead of myself here. So what I have to do is I have to go down and we need to build a nether gate, I think is what it's called. Yes, a nether gate, not an ender gate. That's a different thing altogether. We got to go build a nether gate. So we need to go find some obsidian. Specifically, we got to get 6, so 10 blocks of this stuff right here. And this takes a little while to pop out. And you want to do it while it's in water, because if there is lava underneath, yeah, see, just like that. See how that happened? Like that lava would have flung around. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so now the game's changing here. Once we get the obsidian. But we got to get glowstone. And glowstone's always a little tricky because once you get into the netherworld, it's usually overhead and usually not close by. So if you can find it kind of close by, like even if it's just straight overhead, you can just like build blocks straight up and go grab it. That's probably what I'll do. But sometimes you got to do a little exploring to find it. Okay, so we're not going to go underwater. So there are some tricks here, because this does take a lot of obsidian. Okay, so we'll do that. Get this one. And then what we'll do is we'll open it up so that more lava can flow in. So what we'll do is we'll block the water, more lava, and then unblock the water. Just like this. There we go. So that should block the water. Cool, cool, cool. And then when you break this, I'm going to stand nearby just so I capture it, but then I got to back up because the lava will flow. And we want the lava to flow all the way into here. Okay. So now the lava's flowing. Okay, let's make sure I have a way out here. We're going to capture this one. Should allow the lava to flow a little bit more. Hopefully it doesn't destroy it in the process, because it can do that. Okay, cool. Is it going to come down in here? No? Okay. It's all good. It's all good. We want it to flow as much as possible. As soon as this breaks, let's see if we can capture it before it flows down to us. There we go. Good stuff. Let's see if, I don't know if it's higher or if that's kind of the, okay, that's the level that it is. So we'll let this all flow in. And then here's the fun part. All right, so we got all the lava coming in. Let me break this. No! What are you doing? Yeah, that's what I wanted. What were you doing? Okay, something's different there. I don't know what it is. Actually, no, I'm fine right here. You got 9. I think 10 is what I need. Whew, that was close. Okay, so I got 10 of those. And that should be, actually, let's get one more. That's not going to do any good. Let's get one more that I can train the transmutation table on. Oh, I hear a skeleton. All right, there we go. So we have 11. So that should be enough to, let me put this right here. That should be enough to get us to the nether world. And then additionally, to train the transmutation table on. Yeah. All right, let's do this. So if anybody ever questions my gamer bona fides just watch the stream. Like this is what I do. This is what I do. Okay, so we do need to grab the flint, make one of these because it's going to be important. What else do we have here? Go to here. There's the enchanting table. Cool, which I love. That's one of my, it's usually what I race to is enchantments. So food, diamonds, and enchantments. So, okay, we're good here. Let's go ahead and take the gold. We're gonna pop the gold in and let that smelt. And then what I like to do is we're just gonna come over. Ooh, you know what? We can actually, no, we don't need it here in a second. But let's do this. Nor, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I made a mistake, but we're gonna fix it. There we go. There we go. There we go. Looking good. All right, let's see if we can go. See if we can go get some glowstone quickly. Crossing our fingers, RNG's in our favor. Where's the nearest glowstone? That's actually not bad. That is actually not bad at all, as long as we don't fall down there. Don't do that. As long as those guys don't get pissed at me. Usually they're okay. They sometimes do get a little pissy if I start, like, especially if I start taking their gold. Okay. There we go, Philosopher's Stone. We can go pick those suckers up. And we head back. See how easy that was? You don't have to stay for very long. It's a little intimidating here, but it's all good. Now we're through. So now we should be able to do Philosopher's Stone because we got diamond. What other metals do we have? I don't think we have anything else in here that's important. Nope. I mean, you can argue what's important, but let's put these all in here. Keep the glowstone on us. Grab some diamond. Okay, let's see here. Now we got some other cool things we can make here. Let's start with the Philosopher's Stone. Interesting. I don't think I've gotten this. Repairs nearby players' items. Restore 1 durability every 1 second. Right click for more. Interesting. It says on pedestal. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay, so this, we need redstone and diamond. Oh, I didn't grab the redstone. Let's grab some redstone. Try this again. Should give us a Philosopher's Stone now. Boom, okay. So now we're like in a whole new world. Now that we have the Philosopher's Stone, we can start doing some really cool things. All right, so first thing is a transmutation table. That's what we want to see. All of this stuff is fun. So you can just straight up make ender pearls now. Transmutation table is what we need. So we need more obsidian, stone or diorite, and stone is just like cooked cobblestone. All right, so guess we got to get 4 more of the, oh, you know what? We got it right outside. What am I thinking? I don't need to go to the nether right now. We can always go back. We can go back. We got 4 of them right here. Easy peasy. I get it. You want to lure me back in. But no. We'll come back. But once we get this transmutation table, I just wanted to show off what you can do with the transmutation table, and then we'll call it a day. We'll grab one additional one so we can train the transmutation table. Uh-oh, there's a zombers coming for me. He done seen me. Come on, buddy. All right, so that's how I have to think about like this Tekkit style. The goal is to kind of race to the Philosopher's Stone. Okay, so now we should be able to, oh no, wait, we got to still, we're gonna take this, do 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you're gonna come join me, buddy? Dunzo. You know, just for the heck of it. Just for the heck of it. One, two, we just need 2 more. Because I want to show up the transmutation table. This thing, it changes the game. As a matter of fact, you can make a good argument for why it changes it, not for the best. And I'll show you. Transmutation table, where you at? I see all these new things. Where did it go? Chanting, alchemist chest. Where is the transmutation table? Should be on here. It's not showing for some reason. I know we just pulled it up because we just looked at the recipe. Minecraft. Oh, dang it. I'm just looking right over it. That's it. Boom. And see, you get to keep your Philosopher's Stone. The cool thing with Philosopher's Stone is it never just goes away. But now, this is where the fun begins. You ready? So we're going to put this sucker right here. We're going to put that in there. And let's just grab a bunch of stuff. Because here's what you can do now. I mean, it's just crazy how this works. So I'm like, cobblestone, we're going to feed it. Now it's learned cobblestone. Dirt, now it's learned dirt. Goldstone dust, now it's learned it. Netherrack, rotten flesh. We're going to give it 1 lapis. Arrows, we'll keep the shears. So you can put it in the middle and it'll learn it. So I can make another one. But I'm kind of feeding it right now, right? So I'm basically taking this and going in here, and this, you know, it's the EMC value is going up. So if you take the EMC value of the stack, which is 96, this will go up by 96, should be 998. Yeah, see. And now we can put the obsidian here, which is what I was talking about earlier, is it's 64. So I'm put that in there. So now it memorizes it. So now if I ever need obsidian, I just go, yeah, give me a bunch of these. I can get, you know, 64 EMC is the cost, and I can just grab as many as I want and drop it in. See, doesn't that change the game? So the covalence in there, birch slab, why not? Books. This is the other thing right here. Is like, so when I make a bookcase, I think it takes 3 books and 3 books and 6 wood. Right. So let's take 3 books here. All right. So now I've got what I need for a bookcase. Where's bookcase at? Smithing table. Am I looking right over it? I gotta be looking right over it because the bookcase, yeah, there it is. Bookshelf. Right, so now we have a bookshelf. Well, now I can go in here and I could train it on a bookshelf. So now it knows how to make a bookshelf. So if I come in here and I'm like, okay, I want to make a, say, an enchanting table. I need diamond, obsidian. Oh, it doesn't even need a bookshelf. Bookshelf is to make these stronger. But I've got the diamond. I can get, it's 4 obsidian in a book. Done. So we come in here and grab 1 book. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so should be able to make an enchanting table now. Dunzo. And just for the heck of it, I'm going to train it on the enchanting table because enchanting table is 16,000. Wow, it's expensive. But yeah, we're going to throw our red dust in there. See, we're just banking up. This one's a good one because you get 40,000 EMC in it. So I like gold because gold has its uses, right? But for EMC, it's great. See how I just like powered it up there? Flint will do the same. I'm going to train it on stakes and train it on, actually grab that stake out of there and train it on this one. So now it knows how to make those things, right? So at any time I could be like, I'm hungry. Instead of me going out and hunting, I just go and grab that. Shears I'm keeping. Bookshelf, I don't necessarily need right now, but okay, we're definitely going to train on diamonds. So that way I can always pull into diamonds. Sticks, why not? We're just going to train it on everything. Sure, why not? Throw in medium covalence. A torch, of course, because now you don't need to go mine materials. You just have it. I think I've already got stone in there, or cobblestone in there. Yep. Divining rod, why not? Yes, sure. Diamond pickaxe. Iron sword, why not? We're actually going to drop the stone axe in here. Drop stone wool, leather, raw mutton. See how easy this is now? Now the game's just like completely changed. Super easy, barely inconvenience. I can just make stuff now. So now if I want to get a bookshelf, right? So if I go in here and I go bookshelf, say we want to grab a handful of these because we want to build our own little enchanting room, right? I don't know how many we're going to need. But let's go ahead and put these here, right? And let's just go across the hallway here. We're going to make an enchanting room. I don't think my character slept at all yet, so it's all kinds of bad things can happen. All right, so if this is our enchanting room, and say we put bookshelf there, and then we start going this way, and put bookshelf. I just did it like that, right? Come forward, and we put enchanting table there. Just make our space around here. There we go. Getting there. Nice little enchanting room. All right. Well, I think this is going to be the end of it because I just wanted to show off why I love this build so much, or this whole thing so much. So this mod. Yeah, see, so I'm up to 20 level requirement. You can get this up to 30, I believe, with more bookshelves around the sides. So we can do that, but I'm not going to do, actually, no, might as well. Why not? Let's enchant this sucker. Unbreaking inefficiency. Dig it. Love it. Cool. So now we have an enchanted pickaxe. Good start. It's a good start to this. So, all right. Well, I'm going to call it a day. I just wanted to show everybody one of my favorite mods of Minecraft and just talk about stuff, right? So I hope everybody enjoyed that. I will see you all next week when we have like real people to interview and real stuff going on. So